What's going on, everyone? How you doing today? My name is the Leaping Lemur, and before we get into this video, if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. It really helps in the algorithm. So folks, yesterday we took a deeper look at Daniel's delusions as he kept speaking about Grace Vanderwall. We also took a look at his fear of TikTok shutting down as Daniel went full schizo mode. This continues once again as Daniel posts even more shit on his community tab and live streams once again. Today we'll heavily focus on Daniel's community post as he still has no new videos posted at all today, though he did post a few pictures. The first one being of the massive amount of snow in Colorado. If Daniel didn't have support, he would definitely get hypothermia. Colorado isn't a good place to be on the streets. Daniel then posts a picture from his Weeble app that says his approval was unsuccessful. Lastly, Daniel takes a picture of his dinner, which seems to be a whole pizza. Daniel's out here eating good as fuck, folks. Now let's quickly touch on this live stream that Daniel hosted today titled Daniel Larson on his way to the recording studio. And you guessed it, the whole live stream is just Daniel traveling silently, just like all of his YouTube lives. It's super boring and really isn't needed, but it's a common occurrence for Daniel, being something we've seen him do in the past. Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for, let's read some of Daniel's community posts. And these ones are pretty schizophrenic, folks. Daniel posts like 100 community posts in a 3-hour span, so I'll try to pick out some of the best ones as to not overflood y'all. Let's start off with Daniel's first post, as he writes, "Good morning, everyone," with the yawning emoji. He then follows that up with writing, "I just woke up." Daniel doesn't have a second his phone isn't glued to his hand. It's insane. He broadcasts his life from morning to night. You know, if Daniel's not posting, some crazy shit went down for sure. A little later in the day, Daniel writes, "Boulder County just got a lot of snow. But don't worry, folks. We'll see later Daniel isn't gonna have to worry about the snow for some time. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's continue." Daniel then writes, "Bob's son works for Olive Garden," with a pondering emoji. Daniel's going full schizo mode, folks. Back to his usual rambles that make no sense at all. But that's not it. Daniel continues to have weird delusions, writing, "I'm about to go shopping for new things for my apartment." Y'all, Daniel has just been chilling in furniture stores pretending he has money for any of the shit he sees, when homie has to dine and dash on a daily basis. Then Daniel writes, "I just got framed at the hotel." Brings back memories, right, folks? Then Daniel informs everyone of his newfound shelter, writing, "My hotel vouchers are only good for 90 days. He then adds to that, writing, "I have 90 days to get everything sorted out financially for the apartment." Daniel's on an endless search for housing, folks, but it will never happen. Daniel doesn't have the capacity to save money. I mean, he can't even buy the food he eats. Then Daniel begins to write some pretty crazy stuff, saying, "I just got spotted." You know, when Daniel says that, his paranoid schizophrenia is at its peak. We can see this as Daniel states, "Charlotte Summer wants me to move to London," with the surprise face emoji. Daniel keeps having these weird schizophrenic delusions about these America's Got Talent stars, also writing, "Izzy Simpson wants me to move to London." Daniel has some serious issues, and these posts show that Daniel's mind is full of fantasies about these young females. This continues for a while until Daniel finally writes, "Charlotte Summer wants to take me on a date," with the surprise face emoji at the end. I find it crazy that the police haven't looked into Daniel's love for children. It's sick and highly concerning. He's a predator, no question about it. After this, Daniel continues talking about Grace Vanderwall, but in the context of his music career. He starts off by writing, "Columbia Records is revoking my contract because of death threats they have been receiving," with the sad surprise face emoji. Then he adds on to this, writing, "Grace Vanderwall is thinking on making her own entertainment company and label because of my criminal history." How is Daniel not on drugs? His delusions are so crazy. I mean, this can't just be schizophrenia. Then Daniel makes a few vague posts, such as this one where he writes, "Everything is about to get worse," and later writing, "Get ready for a massive shift," with the pondering emoji. In Daniel's last post for the night, he writes, "If I didn't dine and dash, I would have died by now." Daniel, you used to have a support system. People tried to help you and you ruined your own life. You're a PDF file and you have the temper of a toddler. On top of that, you're so unpredictable. If you weren't such a shitty human being, then you wouldn't have to dine and dash to survive at all. You're a fucking idiot, Daniel, and you deserve to starve in the cold streets of Colorado. But shit, people still give you an out. He'll be back in jail before we know it, folks. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I was able to keep you entertained throughout the whole video. If you enjoy the content and want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member for just $2.99. Alright, I'm out of here, folks. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.